Good day, grade 9 students. How are you today? I hope everybody is doing really good. And yes, it's another refreshing morning to all our students in Davao City Division. Today, you will gain new information as we are going to explore and learn new things or exciting things this morning. I am Teacher Jason F. Anthony, your teacher broadcaster in Science 9 of Santa Ana National High School. Okay, just a quick reminder to all our students before we start our lesson. First, please look for a comfortable place while tuning in our station. Second, make sure to have your mind and body ready for discussion. Third, prepare your science module, notebook, and pen for more fun and exciting activities. Remember, if you encounter difficulty in answering the tests in your module, do not hesitate to contact and consult your teacher. Always bear it in your mind that you are not alone on this journey. Grade 9 students, are you ready and excited for another round of learning? Oh yes, that's great. Now, if I will ask you the similarity between sugar grain and a diamond, maybe you will say that they are both lustrous. What if I will ask you between a diamond and a graphite? I'm sure you will say it is just a piece of blackstone used in laboratories. Or maybe you will think there is no similarity. Is there really no similarity between these two? The answer will surprise you. Indeed, I ask you these questions because today our topic is related to it. There is something common between these three things. I am referring to the element that these three are made up of. I am referring to carbon. Our topic is anchored on the most essential learning competencies given by the Department of Education, which is to explain how the structure of carbon atoms affects the type of bonds it forms. And these are the learning objectives. First, discuss the unique characteristics of carbon atom which enables it to form various organic compounds. Second, describe and illustrate how organic compound bonds. Third, describe the common properties of organic compound. Before we proceed further, let us try to look back on our lesson, how atoms share their electrons during chemical bonding. I am pretty sure that you will still remember sharing of electrons during chemical bonding. Okay? On this presentation, covalent bond, sharing of electrons. So, are you ready? Let's begin. Please grab your module 4 on page 10, activity 1, as we complete the table by writing the group number, electron configuration, the number of valence electron, Lewis dot structure, and the number of bonds following the non-metallic elements are likely to form. Let us answer it together. Okay, sets of examples. Okay, table completion. We have nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon. Okay, group number, number of valence electrons, Lewis dot structure, and also how many bonds it forms likely to form. Nitrogen. Okay, group number for nitrogen. Okay, we have 5. Number of valence electron, 5. Lewis dot structure, as you can see on the presentation, having 5 dots. And then how many bonds it likely to form? Triple bond. How about the second element, oxygen? Okay, group number 6, number of valence electrons was also 6. Okay, Lewis dot structure, 6 dots. And how many bonds it's likely to form? A double bond. How about the last one? Carbon. Carbon is under group 4, having 4 valence electron and also 4 dots. How many bonds it is likely to form? A single, a double, and a triple bond. Alright, great job, students. How do you feel after completing the test? Oh yes, I'm happy with your active participation today. Did you find this activity interesting and effective in learning our topic today? If your answer is a big yes, let us find out more. The activity you did stimulated your understanding on the idea that number of valence electron determines what other atoms an atom can bond with other atoms to achieve stability. With this, the formation of organic compounds is made possible because of the number of valence electrons of carbon, as which reveals its unique characteristics among the other non-metallic elements. Please prepare a pen in your Module 4 to answer the following guide questions. What is an organic compound? Yes, very good. The element carbon is found in all organic compounds. Organic compounds are compounds containing carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and other elements. The branch of chemistry that deals with the study of organic compounds is called organic chemistry. Do you know that there are more organic compounds than any other type of compounds? Yes, it's true. We have fats, proteins, carbohydrates, vitamins, enzymes are some examples of this. More than 90% of all known compounds contain carbon. Do you know why carbon is found in so many compounds? If you want to know the answer, listen to me, and later on we will find out the answer. Now, let us check some common organic compounds you know by answering the next activity. The activity is entitled Guess Me. Using your pen and science notebook, write the name of organic compounds presented in the pictures. Okay, first set of pictures. Can you guess? How about the second set of pictures? Do you have an idea? Third one. And lastly. Okay, we will have to find out the answer of those sets of pictures. 1. We have alcohol. Right. Second, vinegar or acetic acid. Correct. But the third one, gasoline. Very good. And the last one, LPG. You get it. Yes, excellent. You got it right. This time, let me know how familiar you are with the use of organic compounds you have been using every day. We will present the table of some of organic compounds and their uses. We have ethyl alcohol, the vinegar, gasoline, and liquefied petroleum gas are commonly known as LPG. Ethyl alcohol, used for disinfectant, antiseptic, or manufacture of alcoholic beverages. Second, vinegar. Is used for cooking food and for cleaning. Third one, the gasoline, fuel for transportation. And lastly, the LPG, fuel used for cooking. Very good. You are really familiar with this compound. Now, let's continue our lesson. Second question. Why is carbon considered as the basis of a variety of organic compounds? To answer this, let us discuss the unique characteristics of carbon which make it as the main component of all organic compounds. And here are. Number 1. Carbon has 4 valence electron or tetravalent. Based on presentation, okay, 4 dots for carbon. Based on the figure, carbon needs 4 valence electrons to fill in the outer energy level. A full outer energy level is the most stable arrangement of electrons. Since carbon has 4 valence electrons, each electron participates in bonding and forms covalent bonds with atom of carbon or another element like oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, and others. Another characteristics of carbon. Number 2. Carbon can form many types of bond arrangement. Okay, based on presentation, the figure showing the 3 types of bonding. Okay, the single bond, the double bond, and the triple bond. Carbon has 4 valence electrons, so it can achieve a full outer energy level by forming 4 covalent bonds. When it bonds only with hydrogen, it forms compound called hydrocarbons. Carbon can form single, as I said earlier, double, or even triple bond with other carbon atoms. In a single bond, okay, 2 carbon atoms share 1 pair of electrons. In double bond, they share 2 pairs of electrons. And in triple bond, they share 3 pairs of electrons. Here are some examples of compounds with these types of bonds which are represented using the structural formula. And last, carbon can bond with itself. Each carbon is identical. They all have 4 valence electrons, so they can easily bond with other carbon atoms to form a long chain or rings. In fact, a carbon atom can bond with another carbon atom 2 or 3 times to make double and triple covalent bonds between 2 carbon atoms. Because of this uniqueness, carbon can produce different kinds of organic compounds, including all kinds of chains and ring molecules. Okay, some examples of organic compounds illustrating the bonding of carbon atom with itself. Students, are you okay? Are you still with me? Very good. By this time, I will discuss the next lesson, which is common properties of organic compound. Alright, please open your module on page 13 so that you will be guided while I am discussing this lesson. Listen attentively. Is that okay? Common properties of organic compound. The presence of a covalent bond between carbon and other non-metallic elements provides particular observable properties to the organic compounds. This includes, first, we have odor, we have viscosity, flammability, and volatility. Do you have an idea of all these properties? So now, let's discuss one by one. Number 1, odor. It is a property of a substance that activates the sense of smell. Organic compounds can have pleasant and unpleasant smells depending on their chemical structure. Okay, some examples of compound that describes different smells. Okay, based on the illustration, based on the picture, okay, or presentation. Number 2, viscosity. is a measure of fluid's resistance to flow. In organic compounds, typically, the larger the intermolecular forces, the higher the viscosity. The other factors that affect viscosity are temperature and shape of molecules. Remember, if the liquid organic compound flows easily, it is said to have a low viscosity or less viscous, while liquid that flows slowly is considered to have high viscosity or more viscous. Okay, examples of liquid compound that describes different viscosity. We have vinegar and honey. Do you have any clarification? If none, now let's go on to the next property, the third one, volatility. Volatility is a material property which describes how readily a substance vaporizes. At a given temperature and pressure, a substance with high volatility is more likely to exist as vapor, while substance with low volatility is more likely to be a solid or a liquid. Some organic compounds are more volatile than the other types of organic compound, depending on the amount of vapor pressure and the boiling point of the substance. Okay? Based on the table, we have sets of examples, the formula, its name, its corresponding molar mass, and boiling point of every other sets of samples. Take a look on the table. What have you observed? The trend of the boiling point in a compound is also in increasing pattern. It is because of the structure. The trend of the boiling point in a compound is also increasing pattern. This is because of the structure. Bigger molecules that interact with each other more strongly require a higher temperature to evaporate. That is why they have higher boiling point. Is it clear to everybody? Yes, very good. You are all good listeners. Finally, we are now on the last property, flammability. Flammability is the ability of the material to burn or ignite, causing a fire or combustion. Almost all organic liquids are considered flammable, meaning they are capable of catching on fire and sustaining combustion. However, this does not mean that all organic liquids will immediately ignite if placed near the heat source. Flammability testing is used to determine how easily a material or finished product will ignite or burn when exposed to or used near fire or heat. That's it. We are done. Since we are done discussing the unique characteristics of carbon, to find out more if you have understood the lesson, you will perform the following test, which helps you recall the concept you've learned on this session. After this time, you will answer activity 3 on page 14 and activity 4 on page 15 in your module. If you have some questions, feel free to ask for a help and you will be guided. By this time, to sum up our lesson, may I ask anybody to give a synthesis of our lesson? Anyone? Very good. You've got 5 points. Who wants to give another synthesis? Excellent answer. We'll explain. You've got 10 points. Alright. Great job, students. Now, let us have a quick recap of our lesson. Organic compounds are compounds containing carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and other elements. The branch of chemistry that deals with the study of organic compounds is called organic chemistry. Third, organic compounds are useful in our daily activities. Examples of this are fats, proteins, carbohydrates, vitamins, enzymes, and other artificially produced organic compounds. Fourth, carbon forms covalent bonds with atoms of carbon or other elements. And last, the presence of covalent bond provides a certain observable to the organic compounds such as odor, viscosity, flammability, and volatility. In your journal notebook, write your reflection by answering the given guide questions. How did you learn the lesson? First, write 3 things I have learned or that you have learned from the lesson. Second, write 1 fully understands the concept and their application. Third, write 2 interesting facts about the lesson that you have learned. Fourth one that you still does not understand the concept and their application. We are done in today's lesson. I hope that you've gained something, as what Albert Einstein said, and I quote, "The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination." Great job to all grade 10 students. I will be really happy if you learn a lot from my discussion. For more learnings, please don't forget to read and answer all activities and practice exercises to your Module 4. If you have questions about the module, just contact your teacher and we are always at your service. Once again, this is Teacher Jason F. Anthony of Santa Ana National High School. Thank you for watching and stay safe, everyone.